Hello everyone. I hope so that I am clearly audible and visible to each and every one of you. So if yes, let me know in the comment box that whether am I audible or not. Yeah. Yes. So now I think so I am live and I welcome each and every one of you to this YouTube channel, Neet Success Simplified. So today we are going to have our very first live session, and in this live session I will be giving you a very big surprise. Yes, we have a very big surprise to those students who are preparing for NEET 2024. Now, if I ask you that how much time is left for NEET 2024? Yes, you might have counted thousands time. Whenever you will woke up, you will see the calendar. Okay, September, now October, now December, November, December. I will do this, I will do that. I'll make this plan. I'll follow that topper. I'll do this thing. I'll follow that book. So many things. But at the end, you follow nothing. And this is where you are losing a seat in your dream medical college. Yes, that's a harsh reality. Stop doing anything, stop procrastinating things, and start studying. I have brought a very good analysis for you all so that you can actually see that which chapters you have to study, what you have to study, how much time you have to dedicate toward particular chapter. All these things we are going to discuss in this particular live session. And I have a batch launch also and that batch is going to what? That batch is specially for those who are going to give NEET this year, and especially to the South Indian students. Many South Indian students have this difficulty that you don't know proper Hindi. So this batch is specially for you guys because we will be teaching in English. So let's begin this session. So biology consists of 360 marks. We all know. And this biology is divided into two sections, or I should say two sub-subjects. One is we have botany and the other one we have is zoology, right? And from botany and zoology, both we have 180 questions, which is going to 180 marks, which is going to give us 360 marks. Now, how to score this 360 marks? First of all, the thought of scoring 360 marks is gonna destroy you. Yes. What we do is that we haven't studied anything. We don't know about anything, but in our mind, we are just like, we are going to score 360. How you are going to score? And when you give the test, you are getting some 120 marks, maybe 200 marks, maybe 260 marks, any random marks, but you are not getting 360. And this is lowering your morale. So stop thinking that you are going to score 360 marks. Think that you are going to cover each and every syllabus. You are going to practice the questions and see your marks is going to increase. So first test, you may give a first test, and in that test your marks can be low. But if I'm having a thought that no, 360, this is gonna destroy you. So leave that thought. We have made a goal. Okay, we have to score 360. That's enough. Don't think beyond that. 360 enough. Now break them into smaller goals. Now, we have 7 months, and in 7 months we have to study full biology. So for that, I have divided biology in 3 categories. One is the high priority one. High priority topics are those topics from which n number of questions are coming. Like they are the major portion of our biology subject. So I'm going to show you all. The first one, none none other than the genetics, which is principle of inheritance and variations. And in the last 5 years, it has given 23 questions. And if I talk about the weightage for like in percentage wise, 6.3%. In the similar manner, we have this biotechnology principles, and this biotechnology principles and processes, again it is going to have 23 questions. From last 5 years we have got 23 questions, and percentage wise 6.3. Similarly, we have molecular basis of inheritance, and here also 21 questions and 5.8 percentage. Then we have cell, the unit of life, and this cell, the unit of life, which is also an important chapter, 17 questions and percentage wise 4.7. Then here comes the ecology, organisms and populations, having 16 questions, and then it is having 4.4 as percentage wise, right? Then we have evolution. Evolution, we have 15 questions, percentage wise 4.1. Animal kingdom, 15 questions, 4.1 percentage. Biomolecules, 15 questions, 4.1. Biotechnology and its applications, 17 questions, and it is also approx 4 and 4.1 only. And then we have human health and disease, 14 questions, which is 3.8, and cell cycle and cell division, 14 questions, which is again 3.8. So this is the chapters which are of high priority. Now, high priority means what, sir? Should I do these chapters and I'm gonna crack Neet? No, that's very like it's unrealistic, right? So why I have given you the list of these three categories. High priority are those categories in which we are going to have more focus, or I should say maximum focus. In this we should have maximum focus. What, how, sir? How we can do the maximum focus here? We are going to read these chapters first, instead of giving more time to those chapters from which the question is low, question number is low, weightage is low. We are going to make our concept stronger in these chapters. Now, we're not going to leave medium priority and low priority chapters. So I have medium priority chapters also. If you're watching this video, screenshot this thing. Now, we have human reproduction, 13 questions from last 5 years and 3.6 percentage wise. Structural organization in animals, 13 questions, 3.6. Sexual reproduction in flowering plants, we have 12 questions, 3.3. Then we have environmental issues, 12 questions, 3.3. Plant kingdom, 12 questions, 3.3 percentage. Breathing and exchange of gases, 12 questions, 3.3. Locomotion and movement, 12 questions, 3.3. And we have microbes and human welfare, 10 questions, 2.7. Ecosystem, it gave 10 questions, 2.7. Now you might have heard ecology, and in ecology also we have one high weightage chapter which we have seen right now, which was organism and population. And now let's see, we have some low weightage chapter like ecosystem and biodiversity and its conservation. So if you are doing ecology also, do that chapter first, right? Now morphology, anatomy, see 2.7, 2.7. Generally what we do is that anatomy we leave and go in the exam, but see how much weightage it is having, 2.7, 10 questions last 5 years. And the category of this questions in this chapter is very normal, like it's not very hard. So anatomy of flowering plant, we can consider it as an easy chapter. Next we have biological classification, 9 questions, 2.5. Transport in plants, 9 questions, 2.5. Photosynthesis in higher plants, 9 questions, 2.5. Plant growth, 9, 2.5. Digestion absorption, 9, 2.5. Respiration in plants, 8, 2.2. Neural control, 8, 2.2. Chemical control and coordination, 8, 2.2. Right? Then here we come, low priority chapters. Body fluid and circulations. I know you might be surprised, like we give a very high priority to this chapter, but according to 5 years, only 7 questions came. But we are going to focus this chapter more since it's of human physiology, and personally I think that this chapter should be given more focus. So in low chapter zone also, or low priority zone also, this will be the chapter which is body circulation and fluids. We are going to give little more focus here. Now next we have reproductive health. This reproductive health is a very small topic and you can do it very easily. We are going to launch probably one short video of this reproductive health, which is very easy, a very easy chapter. So 9 questions it is going to give you in Neet, like 5 years. In last 5 years, 9 questions were there from such a small topic. And 1.6, then we have strategies of food enhancement and production. We have 1.6 percentage wise. Okay, then we have excretory system and their elimination, 5 and 1.3. Reproduction in organism, small chapter. We think that, oh, this is very easy, what questions is gonna come? But the main important, when the question comes and then we realize, okay, this might be the line of NCERT, I'm confused in this options, now what should I do? So we should not leave these chapters also, because if one question is also coming and if you are leaving, your marks is gonna reduce in biology. So this reproduction in organism is giving 4 questions, and percentage wise we have 1. Then the living world, 4 and 1. So this is the marks distribution of these chapters. We have medium priority, low priority, high priority, and how we are going to start this thing. Now we have discussed the plan, we have done everything. Now what to do, sir? So I'm gonna tell you what things you have to do. Very first of all, make short goals. Make short goals. I repeat, make short goals. What does this mean, sir? Now suppose that you are over motivated by watching this video, and now from tomorrow you will be like, okay, from today or tomorrow I'm gonna study 15 hours continuously. Is it possible? For me also it's not possible. If you're gonna ask me to study 15 hours like at a stretch, like maybe I'm not studying till, and then suddenly you will say that, sir, you go and sit from tomorrow you're going to study from 50 till 15 hours. It's not possible. It's really not possible. So if you're not able to do long hours, if you're not able to make a proper goal, then don't make a very big goal. You just think that I will just study for 2 hours today. Just 2 hours. The next day, you increase it to 2:30, like 2 hours and 30 minutes. Next day, you increase to 3 hours. Something like in a week, you will achieve 5 hours, and then you go till 6 hours. 5 to 6 hours is enough. If you are giving 5 to 6 hours constantly, continuously, it's enough. Don't go like 15 hours. If I haven't studied for 15 hours, I am not going to crack Neet. No. 5 to 6 hours is more than enough, but regular. Now, make a solid plan. And yes, we have made a solid plan. How and what I'm going to give you in this solid plan, we are going to discuss later in this video. Now, be consistent and make a tracker. It's very, very important to maintain a tracker. Why it is important to maintain a tracker? Because see, sometimes we get demotivated that I'm not able to do anything. What is going to happen in my life? We overthink. And if you are maintaining a tracker, and during this point of time, when you're gonna see that tracker, like, oh my God, I have completed this 5 chapters, I have completed this 1 chapter, I have completed this 2 chapters, you are going to get motivated. You don't need to go to search on YouTube that how to get motivated in Neet. No, you can't do this. Like if you're going to do this, instead of getting motivation, you will get demotivated. So it's better you maintain a tracker and see that tracker whenever you are demotivated. This was just for emotional benefit. For Neet benefit, I'm gonna say that why we need a tracker. We need a tracker to plan things. How much revisions we have done, how many questions we have solved, how many PYQs we have solved, how many times revision we did, how many times we have solved the PYQs, what were your mistake in those PYQs or in those questions. For this thing, we need our tracker. So make a tracker. I am going to show you a sample tracker. Okay. Now, this is a sample tracker for you. What you can do is that you can just screenshot it and make the list and these columns. And I'll suggest you to maintain a Google Sheet. You can make this kind of tracker easily on Google Sheet. So what I have done is that, like last 5 years questions weightage, and suppose that class links. Sometimes what happens is that on YouTube, if you are following this channel, there will be n number of videos. And then what we do, we keep searching like where was this video, where was that video. So what you do is that copy paste the link and click on your Google Sheet. Then if you have something to note down about the lecture, right here. If you have made a notes, you tick it that yes, I have made a notes. And if you have done your PYQs, take this. Yes, you have done your PYQs. You have given the test, take this. Revision, take. And here, if suppose that you have revised for the very first time, what you do is that you just make a line. You have revised for the second time, make a line. You have revised for the third time, make a line. So in this way, you are going to know that how much I have done the revision. Let's suppose here you have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 revision, and any random chapters you have done 2 revisions. So when you are going to be in your last month for the Neet, you will be able to know that you have not revised this particular chapter. You have not revised this particular chapter much. You might be, weak in this chapter. So this is the work of tracker and you have to follow it. Comment down and let me know how many of you are going to make our tracker. Now, here comes the surprise. I am going to teach biology to all of you on this beautiful channel by Unacademy. And I am launching a batch just for you, which is Neet Power Punch. We are going to launch a batch which is known as Neet Power Punch. Yes, we are going to crack Neet with a very good power punch. Now, this batch is going to be a miracle for you all. Why you have to join this batch? First of all, it's totally free of cost. It's totally free of cost. You don't need to pay anything. Just you need to subscribe this channel. After this, we are going to cover a very detailed concept of each and every one topic and all the necessary content. It's not like that I have came here to make you someone who is going to do research on cell cycle or someone who is going to, know all about the human physiology. No. Whatever is necessary for Neet, we are going to discuss that thing only. Nothing else. Because I'm not here to make you a PhD scholar. I am here so that you can crack your Neet examination. At the end of this whole session, whole batch, like Neet Power Punch, when this batch is gonna end, you will be able to have more than 10,000 of the questions. I am going to give you DPPs. I am going to give you practice papers. You all are going to get these things. And in all these practice papers, DPPs, extra questions, bonus questions, all the questions will be present, and in total we will be having at the end more than 10,000 plus questions. And just remember, if you have practiced more than 10,000 of the questions in Neet, only and only 180 question comes. That's all. And now we have on time syllabus coverage. I'll try to complete this syllabus on time. And then we have our doubt clearing session, like regular doubt clearing sessions will be there. And we will be having a special guidance for South Indian students. I know many of the South Indian students have this kind of problem that in your state, basically Tamil Nadu state, if I talk about the Tamil Nadu states, you are following some other book. And then suddenly someone comes and say you that, oh, are you following this? I'm not reading NCERT. From NCERT Neet questions comes. So it's not like that your book is totally waste. No, I'm going to keep a special session for you all, that from your book during your 12th journey, what things you can study from your book, which is going to help in you in Neet. Now, class timings. What will be the class timing, sirs? You have told so many things, but let us know about the class timing also. It will be 7 p.m. and don't be late. 7 p.m. means 7 p.m. Now, since I'm going to give you some monthly goals, so September goals is what? I will try to complete the Mendelian genetics, like first chapter of the genetics, and we will have a one-shot session on this cell cycle. So tomorrow what we are going to do? Tomorrow we are going to have the first class of genetics. Yes, the very first class of genetics we are going to have tomorrow. Then we have in genetics also, I'm going to give you some major topics from which the questions are continuously arising. So we have Mendel's law. Like from Mendel's law, there are the options, there are many topics, many questions which is constantly coming in Neet examinations. Then we have linkage, we have sex determination. You might have like what's the sex determination of some certain insects, is it temperature dependent or something, such type of questions like generally comes in the examination. Inheritance of 1 or 2 genes and genetic disorders. How can you forget genetic disorders? Like, I don't think so that there will be a single paper, Neet paper, in which there is no question from genetic disorders. So these are what? These are high priority topics in genetics, which doesn't mean that I'm gonna teach only this, right? I'm gonna teach you the whole genetics, but again, we are going to focus on these topics, subtopics. Then we have the cell cycle, and in cell cycle, what topics we have? In cell cycle, generally we have the mitosis. We have mitosis. From mitosis, generally question comes. Then we have the significance of mitosis. Significance of mitosis, right? And all the special characters of certain phases, special characters of cell cycle phase, like in prophase what is happening, in metaphase what is happening. The special thing of these phases is generally asked you as a question, like equatorial plate is formed where? It is found in metaphase. Like this type of questions are generally coming. Here in meiosis also, in meiosis you will see that majority of the question comes from the chiasmata formation, and then bivalent, tetrad, these terms comes, right? Crossing over. So this is the main pinpoint of generating the questions. And then we have like cell site plasma membrane division, or we can say cell membrane division. From here also some questions arise. So these are what? These are the special topics, these are the hot topics which we should follow during our preparation journey. So these will screenshot this, note it down, so that whenever you are going to attend the class, you will be very attentive while we are going to discuss these topics, because this is the topic from which the maximum question is going to come from this topic only. So this is all about our batch. This is all about our series. This is all about our classes. So what we are going to do, we are going to have our first class of Neet Power Punch tomorrow at 7 p.m. Until then, stay tuned everyone, and bye-bye.